Hi friends, it's Gwen, and today I'm going to be reviewing Edward Scissorhands Volume 1, Parts Unknown. It is written by Leth, and the art is by Drew Rausch. And if you haven't heard of Edward Scissorhands, you need to remedy that ASAP. It is the perfect time to go watch the movie. It originally came out in December of 1990, so I know maybe some of you weren't even born yet, but you really need to go watch it. It's a total classic in my opinion, and I just absolutely loved the movie Edward Scissorhands, so when I saw that it wasn't a graphic novel, I had to snatch it up. And a lot of you, were letting me know when I hauled this that you did not know that it was a comic or a trade as well. So here you go. I'm going to review it for you and let you know my thoughts. Now, before I get into my thoughts, I did want to say that there are several other several other artists as well. It has a list right here in the beginning, and I think they all deserve props because, the feels. I loved this. Of course, it was written by Leth, artist Drew Rausch, and he also colored chapters 1. Jeremy Colwell did chapters 2 through 4, the coloring. Ricky Simons did chapter 5, and the letterer was Travis Lanham. And I don't know if I'm saying these names right, but here's the list of people right here. Again, I just can't say enough. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit of the artwork because, how can you not love this? These panels, I just want to frame them all. Look, you guys, look. How amazing. I can't even decide which is my favorite panel. Usually I pick one of the full page panels, like, oh, that was my favorite, but I don't know, it's so hard. So anyway, I'll go ahead and get into my thoughts. I could probably stare at this, but I've already read it, and I'm going to be staring at it for a long time to come, but I want to get this review out for you because you still have time to pick it up this month for October, like a spooky read. It's not really spooky, but Edward Scissorhands, watch the movie, read the graphic novel, it's awesome. The characters, of course, Edward Scissorhands, and this is kind of like, it's an all new, it's not like, it doesn't deal with what happens in the movie, but if you're not familiar with Edward Scissorhands, it's a great idea to get to know him because it was directed by Tim Burton, and I love his direction in his movies. Johnny Depp was in it, Winona Ryder, just, you gotta watch it. But this follows the Boggs family and the neighborhood. Edward Scissorhands has been secluded in his house at the top of the hill, and he's just been living there year after year after year. So we kind of pick up with him in his house, what he's been doing and things like that, and all the nostalgia. I just love it. But then we flash forward to the Boggs family, and of course, the characters are grown up that were maybe in the movie, if you're thinking like that. But it's a mother and a daughter in her kitchen, and they're talking about how their grandmother passed, and she wants to go, visit her and, visit her gravestone and, talk to her, and her mother's like, no. And I guess you could tell that there's a rift between the mother and that there was a rift between the mother and the grandmother, but the granddaughter, doesn't think that, she wants to know more, and it had something to do with Edward Scissorhands, and she wants to figure out what it is. So she steals the storage locker key, and she goes to the storage locker, she finds a box, she opens it up, and there's like a diary, a key, and things like that. So she ends up going to Edward Scissorhands' house. And the story just kind of unfolds from there. It really is it does have a tiny creep factor, and then there's another family in this as well, and it's just, I don't want to spoil you, but the characters are awesome. The art, oh my gosh, I just love it so much. Now, I did get it in the trade form, but I think it's like a comic as well, and I don't know, like, I've seen different covers, and in the back, they showed a couple of different artists. Like, here's Drew Rausch. This is his, like, interpretation. I'm trying to not have it glary, but, but this is his interpretation. And this one right here is Kevin Wanda, which this is, like, straight out of the movie. And then this one is art by Declan Shalfrey and colors by Jordy Bell. I don't know, I can't say these names down here. But that's his art, and if you look at the face, like, it totally looks reminiscent of the movie. And oh, here's another one by Drew that, oh my god, it's so amazing. Let's see, this one is by Joe Quinteros. I'm sorry, I can't say these people's name, but here's Edward, and here's that one. Another one by Drew. I don't want to spoil it all. So they have several artists in the back that, you know, and then they show how, you know, the paneling and stuff. It was just, I don't know, it was just amazing, you guys. I can't really put my thoughts out there because I don't want to spoil you, but a lot of the elements are still there, and that's what I loved about it. Now, if you look at the other artwork, like which I showed you, some of it is like, oh, like look at this one. This is, you'll recognize this artist. Can you just tell, like, if I just showed you the face, like who that's reminiscent of? To me, I just could. But it's Gabriel Rodriguez, and he is the illustrator for Lock and Key. And I just, the eyes just sold it. I just knew. Here's another one, Gabriel Hardman. But anyway, I don't want to spoil it because those are just so fun to look at. But I have to say, I don't know, like, if the comics are done by different artists or what, but like this artist is like one of my favorites. The colorist did an amazing job to capture the feeling and the, you know, ambiance of what was happening. I just loved it. It's so colorful. Everything pops. The facial expressions are, I don't even know, like they are freaking crazy. Let me try to find some. Look at this. Look at that little boy's face. How funny. So anyway, it's amazing. It's super great. Like I'm not forming coherent words. I'll go ahead and read the back. That might help. Once adored by the Boggs family and the neighborhood that welcomed his arrival, intervening years of reclusion have not been kind to Edward Scissorhands. But now, decades later, his lost love Kim has her own family, and her granddaughter is about to discover the wonder her mother wishes she could forget. Yes, why can't I say that? But that's what this kind of is about. I love it. There is a little, you know, conflict, and it is resolved, and I really do enjoy the resolution, and I'm glad it, you know, the main conflict doesn't have to do with Edward Scissorhands, but because of what it is, everybody thinks it's Edward Scissorhands, and I don't know, I love it so much, and I'm so excited for more volumes. I had no idea that this was even out, or it was a comic, or anything. I just know I love it, and that you'll love it too if you like Edward Scissorhands, and if you haven't watched the movie, you need to do that ASAP. So, I think that that's all I want to say. Sorry I couldn't give more insight on why it was so amazing, but I'm just crushing over this book. So go pick it up so we can like fangirl about it together, because yes, 5 stars. Alright, that's all I have for you today. I know it was totally incoherent and it was just a fangirl video, but you know, that's what we do here on BookTube. Anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!